Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at 5 ultra-rare US coins that are worth big money, from a penny that could be worth hundreds of thousands to coins worth thousands or more. We'll talk about their history, how they were made, why they're rare, and what they might sell for today. If you stay until the end, you will know exactly what to look for in your own coins. Our first coin is the 1943 steel wheat penny with no mint mark, the one from Philadelphia. This coin is very special because some of the nicest examples have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, even though most of them are common. It looks silver or gray instead of the usual brown color of pennies. In 1943, the United States needed copper for the war. Copper was used for bullets, wires, and other military supplies. To save copper, the mint made pennies out of steel and added a thin zinc coating. Over 684 million of these coins were made at the Philadelphia Mint. Because so many were made, most 1943 steel pennies are common and not worth huge amounts today, but collectors still enjoy them because of their unique look and history. If you find a 1943 steel penny that has been used in daily life, its real current value is low. Coins that are worn and have scratches or marks from being in pockets or cash registers usually sell for 15 cents to 50 cents today. These are normal circulated coins. Because so many steel pennies were made, most of them are still easy to find in circulation or old collections, which keeps their value low. If the coin looks better and has more of its original zinc shine, it becomes worth more. A steel penny that has only light wear can sell for $1 to $3 in extra fine condition. Coins that have not been circulated at all and still have a bright, clean surface without dark spots or corrosion often sell for $5 to $15 in today's market. These prices come from real sales where collectors buy and sell coins based on condition and demand, not just estimates. When a steel penny is certified by a professional grading company, its value can go even higher. Coins that are graded MS60 or better show very little wear and clear details. These coins can sell for $10 to $25 or more at auction. On rare occasions, very high-quality steel pennies with almost perfect surfaces can bring hundreds of dollars if collectors want that particular coin. Coins that still have strong original zinc surfaces are usually the most valuable. Even though most 1943 steel pennies are easy to find, they are still fun to collect because they represent an important part of American history. This coin looks very different from other pennies and reminds people how the United States changed coin production during World War II. Collectors often try to find the best examples, and coins that have kept their zinc coating and original shine usually sell for higher prices. In very special cases, steel pennies that are in top condition and have strong details can sell for much more. Some auction results have recorded coins selling for over $10,000 when the coin has outstanding shine and near-perfect surfaces. These high prices are not normal for most steel pennies, but they show how much collectors value coins in excellent condition. Most 1943 steel pennies you find today are worth just a little more than face value. Coins in better condition with more shine and clear details are worth more. A regular steel penny from circulation is usually only a few cents, but uncirculated examples are worth several dollars. Coins that are bright, clean, and graded professionally can reach even higher prices at auction. Steel pennies are magnetic because they are made of steel, and this is an easy way to check them. Over time, some steel pennies have turned dark or rusty. Rust can lower their value a lot because collectors prefer coins with smooth, shiny surfaces. A coin in excellent condition that has kept its original zinc coating will always be worth more than one that is damaged or corroded. Even though most 1943 steel pennies are common, they are still a fascinating coin to collect. They show how the United States adapted to the challenges of World War II. Collectors enjoy them because they are unique, affordable in most conditions, and can still reach high prices if they are in great shape. Next up is a 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, but with a twist that makes many people stop and look twice. Some rare examples of this coin have sold for over $15,500 at auction, which is why collectors still search for them today. At first glance, this quarter looks normal, but the year 1965 was a major turning point for U.S. coins. In that year, the United States stopped making quarters with silver and changed to a copper and nickel mix. At the same time, the mint also stopped using mint marks for a short period, which is why these quarters do not show a letter under Washington's head. Because mint marks were removed in 1965, quarters made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all look the same. This can be confusing for people who are new to coin collecting. Most 1965 quarters are very common. If you find one in your pocket that has been used and shows where the real current value is only 25 cents, which is just face value. These coins are still found in circulation today and are used every day. If the 1965 quarter is in better shape and has not been used much, the value goes up slightly. A clean coin with little wear may be worth around 50 cents to $1. If the coin is uncirculated and still looks fresh with sharp details, collectors may pay $1 to $2. These prices reflect what people are actually paying today in coin shops and online sales. Even in nice condition, most 1965 quarters are still common and affordable. The reason people talk about high values for this coin is because of rare mint errors. During the change from silver to copper nickel coins, mistakes happened at the mint. A very small number of 1,965 quarters were struck on the wrong metal. Some were made on leftover silver planchets from earlier years. These coins weigh more and sound different when dropped, and they are much rarer than normal quarters. Other valuable errors include double die coins. On these quarters, parts of the design look doubled, such as the date letters or Washington's face. These doubling errors happen during the minting process and are not damage from use. When the doubling is strong and clear, collectors are willing to pay much more for the coin. These error coins are hard to find and must be confirmed by experts. The real current value of these rare error quarters depends on the type of mistake and the condition of the coin. Some minor errors may sell for a few $100s. More dramatic errors, especially those struck on silver planchets, can sell for $5,000 to $10,000. At major coin auctions, some certified 1965 Washington quarter error coins have sold for up to $15,500, especially when the coin is in excellent condition and the error is clear and well documented. Because these coins can be very valuable, professional grading is very important. Grading companies test the metal, weigh the coin, and closely examine the design. Only certified coins reach these high auction prices. A normal 1965 quarter without errors will never sell for thousands of dollars, no matter how shiny it looks. Most people who find a 1965 quarter will only have a regular coin worth face value. That is why it is important to look closely. Check the weight, look for doubling in the letters and numbers, and notice how the coin sounds and feels. Any unusual feature should be checked by a professional before assuming it is valuable. Even though most 1965 Washington quarters are just pocket change, the rare error versions make this coin very exciting for collectors. This is why people still check their old quarters and rolls of change. The chance is small, but the reward can be very high for the right coin in the right condition. The 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is another interesting case, and this small coin has surprised many people because some rare pieces have sold for thousands of dollars even though most are only worth 1 cent. At first look it seems like a normal penny that people spend every day, but the year 1965 was a strange time for US coins. The mint was making huge numbers of coins very fast and mistakes happened. Because of this, collectors still check 1965 pennies very carefully, hoping to find something special hiding in plain sight. During 1965 the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks for a short time. This was done to keep people from saving coins and to help keep enough money in circulation. Because of this rule, pennies from 1965 do not have a mint mark, and that is completely normal. A missing mint mark alone does not make the coin rare or valuable. Millions and millions of these pennies were made mostly in Philadelphia, and they were used heavily in everyday life. Most 1965 Lincoln pennies you find today are worth almost nothing extra. If the coin is worn dull and smooth from years of use, the real current value is usually just 1 cent to 3 cents. Coin dealers often buy these pennies in large groups, and they are treated as common coins. Even though they are old, age alone does not add value when the coin is very common. If the penny looks better and still has some shine, it can be worth a little more. A lightly worn penny with clear details may sell for 5 cents to 10 cents. If the coin is uncirculated and still bright, the value can rise to 50 cents, $1, or sometimes $2. These prices are normal in today's market and are based on real buying and selling by collectors who want clean examples for their collections. Where things get interesting is when the penny shows a real mint error. In 1965 the mint was under pressure to make large numbers of coins quickly and mistakes slipped through. Some pennies were struck with double die errors where the design appears doubled. This doubling can be seen on the date on Lincoln's face or on the words "In God We Trust." When the doubling is strong and easy to see, collectors get very interested. Other errors include misstrikes where the coin was not lined up correctly during minting. This can cause the design to be off-center or incomplete. Filled die errors are also known where grease blocked part of the design and caused letters or numbers to look weak or missing. These errors are not damage from use but happened at the mint itself, which is why collectors care about them. The real current value of these error pennies depends on how clear and strong the mistake is. Minor errors might sell for $50 to $150. Better and more noticeable errors can sell for $300 to $1,000. In rare cases, strong double die or dramatic misstrike examples have sold for $3,000 to $6,000 at major auctions. These prices are real auction results, not guesses, and only apply to verified coins. Professional grading is very important when it comes to high value. Grading services examine the coin to confirm the error and check the condition. They also make sure the coin was not damaged after leaving the mint. Only coins that pass these checks are trusted by collectors and reach high auction prices. A normal 1965 penny, even if shiny, will never sell for thousands without a real mint error. Because most 1965 pennies are common, many people overlook them. That is why collectors enjoy searching rolls of pennies and old jars of change. One small detail like doubled letters or an off-center strike can turn a normal-looking penny into a valuable collector coin. This is what makes the 1965 Lincoln penny exciting, even though most examples are still just everyday money. The 1965 Jefferson nickel also has no mint mark, and some rare examples from this year have sold for close to $2,000 at auction, which is why collectors still check their nickels carefully. In 1965 the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks for a short time, so nickels from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all look the same. This makes the 1965 nickel seem normal at first glance, but the year itself is important because the mint was producing huge numbers of coins very quickly and mistakes were more likely to happen during this period. Most 1965 Jefferson nickels are very common. If you find one that has been used and shows normal wear from years of spending, the real current value is usually 5 cents to 10 cents. These coins are still found in circulation today and are often spent without a second thought. Even though the coin is over 50 years old, age alone does not make it valuable because millions were made and many still exist. If the nickel looks better and has stronger detail, the value can increase slightly. A lightly worn 1965 nickel may sell for 10 cents to 25 cents. If the coin is uncirculated and still has a clean surface with clear detail on Jefferson's face and Monticello on the back, it can sell for 50 cents to $1. These prices reflect real current sales in coin shops and online markets today. Things become more interesting when the nickel shows a real mint error. During 1965 the mint was under pressure to make large amounts of coins and errors happened. Some nickels were struck on the wrong type of planchet, which can change the coin's weight and appearance. Others show doubling on letters or numbers where parts of the design appear doubled. These are not signs of damage but mistakes made during the minting process. Another type of error seen on some 1965 nickels is misalignment. This happens when the coin was not placed correctly during striking, causing the design to be off-center. There are also weak strikes where part of the design looks flat or missing. These kinds of errors are rare and can make a normal-looking nickel very interesting to collectors. The real current value of error nickels depends on how strong and clear the mistake is. Minor errors may sell for $50 to $150. More noticeable errors can bring $300 to $800. In rare cases, strong and clear errors on 1965 Jefferson nickels have sold for $1,000 to $2,000 at auctions. These prices are based on real auction results and collector demand, not guesses. Professional grading is very important for high-value nickels. Grading companies examine the coin closely to confirm that the error happened at the mint and was not caused by damage after the coin was made. They also check the condition of the coin. Only coins that are verified and graded reach the highest prices at auction. A normal 1965 nickel, even if shiny, will not sell for hundreds or thousands without a real mint error. Most people who find a 1965 Jefferson nickel will only have a normal coin worth face value or slightly more. That is why many people ignore nickels when searching for valuable coins. However, collectors know that one small mistake can change everything. A doubled letter, an off-center strike, or a strange weight can turn a common nickel into a valuable find. Because the 1965 Jefferson nickel looks ordinary, it often goes unnoticed. This makes it exciting for collectors who enjoy searching through rolls of coins or old collections. The chance of finding a valuable error is small, but the reward can be high. This is why even a simple nickel from 1965 is still worth checking closely. Finally, the 1965 dime, also without a mint mark, and this small coin has shocked many collectors because some rare examples have sold for over $12,500 at auction. At first look, it seems like a normal dime that people spend every day, but the year 1965 was a major change year for U.S. coins. This was the first year dimes were no longer made of silver. At the same time, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks for a short period. Because of this, finding a 1965 dime with no mint mark is completely normal and does not mean the coin is rare by itself. Millions of 1965 dimes were made, and most of them are still in circulation today. These coins were made from a copper and nickel mix instead of silver. Because they were produced in very large numbers and used heavily, most 1965 dimes are common. If you find one that has been used and shows where the real current value is usually just 10 cents, which is face value. Many people spend these coins without giving them a second look. If the 1965 dime is in better condition, the value can increase a little. A lightly worn dime with clear details may be worth 15 cents to 25 cents. If the coin is uncirculated and still looks clean with sharp details, and know where it can sell for $1 to $2. These are real current prices seen in coin shops and online sales today. Even in nice condition, most 1965 dimes are still affordable and easy to find. What makes this dime exciting for collectors is not the normal version but rare mint errors. During 1965, the mint was changing metals and producing coins very fast. Because of this, mistakes happened. Some dimes were struck on the wrong type of planchet, which means the blank metal used was not meant for a dime. These coins may look different in color, size, or weight, which makes them stand out. Other rare errors include off-center strikes where the design is not properly centered on the coin. This can cause part of the design to be missing or pushed to one side. Some 1965 dimes also show doubling, where letters, numbers, or parts of the design appear doubled. These are real mint errors and not damage from use. The clearer and stronger the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. The real current value of error dimes depends on the type of mistake and the condition of the coin. Small or weak errors may sell for $100 to $300. More noticeable errors can sell for $500 to $2,000. In rare cases, strong and dramatic errors on 1965 dimes have sold for $5,000 to $12,500 at major auctions. These prices are based on real auction results and collector demand. Professional grading is very important for high-value dimes. Grading companies examine the coin closely to confirm the error and make sure it happened at the mint. They also grade the condition of the coin. Only certified coins reach the highest auction prices. A normal 1965 dime without errors will never sell for thousands of dollars, no matter how clean it looks. Most people who find a 1965 dime will only have a normal coin worth face value. That is why many people ignore dimes when checking their change. Collectors, however, know that rare errors can be hidden in common-looking coins. This is why rolls of dimes and old collections are still searched today. Because the 1965 dime looks ordinary, it often passes through many hands without being noticed. But a single mistake like an off-center strike or wrong planchet can turn a small 10-cent coin into something worth thousands. This makes the 1965 dime one of the most exciting coins from the 1960s for collectors who enjoy searching for rare and valuable errors. So there you have it, 5 US coins from the 1940s and 1960s that can be worth big money. Most of these coins are common and worth face value, but it's the rare error versions that can make coin collectors very excited. If you liked this video and want more coin history and treasure hunts, hit like and subscribe. And if you have a coin you think is rare, drop a comment or question below. Thanks for watching and happy treasure hunting.